Yo, let them know say I DundyPlace. Crochet.
This has its own magic.
CROJAJE. Follow Crochet Facebook IG. CROJAJE. CRO. Yeah.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a little tutorial here for you today. Just showing you the materials you need. I lost one of the anglets, but we got some anglets. We have some pliers I ordered from Amazon. Got my craft scissors from Michael's Craft Store. I have my measuring tape to measure your nip to your underbust. Some printed yarn from I Love This Yarn in a solid color. We're making a ruffle bikini top. Stay tuned. So here we're just going to start off our top by starting off with a slip knot, inserting our hook, and then we're going to chain up 15. The reason I'm chaining up 15 is because I wear 36B, and this is the measurement from my nip to underbust. Ended up being 15 chains, but you can chain up as much as you need to get the measurement from your nip to your underbust. Here I'm going to start my double crochets down the chain. I'm going to double crochet in that third chain from the hook and then continue all the way down that chain to the end. Once you reach the end, you're not going to finish off because we're going to switch colors. So here I'm just going down the chain with those double crochets until I reach the end. So here I'm just gonna attach my solid color. I didn't finish off the last double crochet. I'm just gonna loop that on through, chain 2, and then turn my work. Once I reach a good way up the chain, I'm just gonna snip off the extra string from the previous color. And I'm gonna double crochet 2, chain 2, double crochet 2 into that top chain 2 space, and continue double crocheting all the way down that row. So we're here at the end of the row, at the end of row 2, and we're attaching another color. Chain 2, turn our work, and then double crochet all the way down, and continue the pattern of putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into that top chain 2 space to give you that like pointed look at the top of the bra cup. You can do, there's different ways to do it. You can either do chain 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. That'll give you a different look. You can do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. It'll give you a more pointed look. It's very customizable to give you like a different shape for bra cups. You can even put 5 double crochets into that top chain 2 space, and that'll be it. You won't have any holes in it like how I have holes, like, you know, give it a little design at the end. Don't forget to put a double crochet into that last chain 2 space. If you forget that space, your bra cup will end up being lopsided, okay? So we're just going to continue this pattern, and I'll meet you guys back when I'm at the end of the bra cup. So here we are at the end. I'm just going to chain 1 and start my border around the cup. So chain 1, single crochet into that next stitch, and all the way down till you reach the top chain 2 space. In that chain 2 space, we're going to do 2 single crochet, and then you're going to chain up however long you need your neckties to be. I chained up 81, and then I slip stitch down that chain, put 2 single crochets back into that top space, and then continued all the way down the bra cup. So I finished, and then we're going to start the border along the bottom. You just chain 1 and add 2 single crochet into each double crochet space across. Once you reach the tail, just single crochet right over it and snip the extra at the end. After we finish this across, we're going to finish off our work, sewing the ends, and then we can start the ruffle part. So we've reached the end of our single crochet border. Here I'm just going to snip off the yarn. I'm going to finish off, and then I'm going to sew, then I'm going to weave in that end. I'm going to clip off the extra like I said before. Snip. Bloop. So here I'm going to be weaving in my ends. I decided to show you guys how I weave my ends. I usually just go under the stitches 3 times back and forth. So under one way, the next way, and the next way. And every time I've done it that way, my ends never come out. So if you're weaving in your ends, you can do back and forth 3 times. And that should be good enough for your piece so that you don't see the ends anymore. Okay, once you're done weaving in those ends, we're going to start the ruffles. I'm going to attach into the chain 1 space, tie a knot, chain up 2, and then I'm going to add 3 double crochets in each single crochet stitch across. That gives you the ruffle effect. For ruffles, it's also customizable. You can do 3 in each, 4 in each, 5 in each, whatever your heart desires. The more stitches you put, the more ruffly the ruffles will come out, if that makes sense. For my ruffles, after I attached, I chained up 2. That first initial chain 2, in that space you won't be doing the ruffles. You'll start into the next and start by doing 3 double crochets into that stitch and just continue all the way down. Once you reach the end of the row, the last stitch, the last chain 1 space, you're just going to put 1 double crochet into that space. I'll meet you back at the end once the cup is completed. So here we are, the cup is completed. I sewed in my ends already. I'm just going to show you, this is how the cup should look once you're done. And you're just going to repeat the process and make a second cup. Okay, so I'll come back once I have the second cup made, and then we'll make the straps together. So here I'm just showing you how the 2 cups look once we're done. We're going to chain up a chain and weave it right through the bottom of the cup. So for my straps, I chained up 200. This is also customizable because remember, each person is different. It just depends on the style. If you want it to be long to tie around the stomach, you would need more chains. But 200 is just enough for me. This is just me chaining up. And you just continue until you reach to 200 chains. So I've made my 200 chains. I'm just going to show you guys how I attach my anglets. You're going to need some fabric glue. This is from Eline's permanent fabric glue. You're going to need your pliers. And of course, you're going to need your anglets to attach. So I like to double knot at the end of my knot before I add the glue, and to put it into the anglet. So here I'm just snipping off after I've done tied my 2 knots at the end to kind of anchor it. Here I'm adding the fabric glue, just a thin layer on the edge of the end of the strap. Then you're going to place that glued area into the anglet and then close it up. This is where the pliers come in handy, or in hand, because you need the pliers in order to shape the anglet into the shape that you need. Like I usually close it, there's like a little triangle piece, you close that down. I usually try to shape mine into like a square shape, so you know, press it until you get it to the shape that you want. At the ends, I try to like cramp the end so that it's not like such a sharp end, so that it goes over onto the chain strap, if that makes sense. So just shape it with the pliers until you get the desired shape, and then just repeat the same thing on the other side. Once you have your anglets attached on both ends, now what's left to do is just to weave it through your bar cup. I went like under, over, but I skipped every other row. So like say the first round, I went through that one under, skipped the next row, and then went into the next one. And you just weave it all the way through, all the way across, and then you're done. So if you stayed to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate you. I'm just coming up on the end and weaving through that bottom chain for the bottom strap. When you do it this way, it makes the bra cups adjustable instead of doing like, you know, an attached strap. You know, it makes it just one way, but this they can adjust it onto the boob. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2. I will be dropping the bottoms to this ruffle top. On my Instagram, I have a set called the Ruffle Me Thongkini Set, and this is the tutorial. This is just part 1 for that tutorial. Thank you so much for the support, you guys. I love you, and I see you in the next video. See you in the next video. Video.
CROJAJE. Follow Crochet Facebook IG. CROJAJE. CRO